If you're someone who needs to drop some weight quick for health reasons or simply want to for yourself, it can sound pretty enticing. Technically, it's possible for some people to lose weight very quickly, but it's not something nutrition experts recommend, and it's definitely not a healthy approach. Even though you might have lost much weight on a low-carb or keto diet, you'll likely gain it all back as soon as you decide it's time to eat carbs again. Here are some healthy approaches to help you lose weight. Have protein at every meal. Nutrition experts agree that eating enough protein is a crucial nutrient for weight loss, not only because it keeps you feeling satiated but because your body burns more calories metabolizing this macronutrient than it does for carbs or fat. One of the best things to help people manage their appetite is to spread their protein out fairly evenly over 3 meals. About 25 grams of protein is recommended at each meal because protein helps with satiety. And, equally important, it's needed to stimulate muscle synthesis. Stick with calorie-free drinks. Water and unsweetened tea are the kinds of beverages that experts advise focusing on when you want to trim down. Alcoholic drinks, juices, and sugary coffee drinks can totally sabotage your weight loss efforts without even contributing many nutrients or helping you feel full. By cutting out these drinks you can easily save a couple of hundred calories a day if not more depending on what your current consumption looks like. Not only is water calorie-free, but it can help your body regulate hunger and fullness cues. Oftentimes when the body is thirsty, it manifests as hunger. Staying hydrated can help you to say no to unhealthy snacking habits. Make losing weight convenient. If you join a gym that's far away, you're way less likely to stick with a regular routine than if you find one that's right around the block. Here are some examples of how making weight loss can be made more convenient. Keeping a bowl of fruit on the counter where it's visible. Keeping a pair of walking shoes at work. Laying out your morning workout clothes the night before. Try the 3-2-1 training method. A weight loss strategy that is recommended is the 3-2-1 approach. 3 days a week of heavy weight lifting, 2 days a week of high-intensity interval training to get your heart rate up, and 1 day a week of endurance training, like cycling, jogging, or walking. This combination has been shown through research and personal experience to be really effective over the long haul to lose weight and keep weight off. Whether or not you follow this method, the important thing to remember is to mix it up. Experts say the ideal exercise regimen will include a combination of both cardio and resistance training. Take a walk. Walking is a free, simple, and low-impact exercise that can bring along many benefits when engaged in daily. Among these are increased longevity, weight loss, improved muscular endurance, and prevention of many ailments. Experts say doing more walking in general and keeping track of your progress can go a long way. 10,000 steps may seem like a daunting and time-consuming task if your work does not require you to be on your feet. Start with 5,000 steps a day and work up from there. Stay away from diets that exclude whole food groups. The problem with a lot of more restrictive diets is that cutting out entire food groups like carbs, for example, is just not something you can realistically stick to forever. That means that when you inevitably go off the diet, you're only going to gain back the weight you lost once you introduce those foods. It is strongly advised to stay away from diets that exclude whole food groups. Instead, get educated on the nutritional value of different foods. The more you understand how certain foods and their nutrients can impact your energy levels, hunger levels, and metabolism, the more prepared you are to make smart choices that support your weight loss journey. Eat at least 3 cups of vegetables a day. Increasing your veggie intake is one habit that's bound to support weight loss by filling up on these nutrient-dense, high-fiber foods that also tend to be super low in calories and fat. You're less likely to overdo it on less healthy options. Diversity is key here. So, incorporate a few different kinds of vegetables on your plate, and regularly switch it up. This is because different colored vegetables contain different micronutrients. For example, dark green leafy vegetables provide calcium, iron, and vitamin K, whereas carrots and sweet potatoes are high in vitamin A. Go for a combo of fiber and protein at breakfast. A balanced breakfast means having a source of both protein and fiber for maximum satiating power. Having just carbs, for example, cereal spikes your blood sugar quickly. Instead, start by choosing a fiber-rich carb, like oatmeal or sprouted whole grain bread, and level it up by adding protein like nuts or an egg. Eating foods rich in fiber will help to slow down the digestive process and reduce gastric emptying to keep you feeling satisfied for longer and less likely to overeat. Eat more often. Going long periods of time between eating can pose a few problems when it comes to weight loss. For one, you may be more likely to overeat after depriving your body of substance for so long. Instead, eating every 3 to 4 hours sets most of us up for success by ensuring we keep our blood sugar steady and never getting too hungry. Skip the artificial sweeteners. You may think that choosing a sugar-free yogurt or coffee creamer will help you lose weight. But many experts say they can often do more harm than good. Artificial sweeteners can wreak havoc on our guts, increase sugar cravings later on, and alter our taste buds to need more and more sweetness to satisfy a craving. All of these can be problematic to weight management. It is recommended to focus on weaning yourself off fake sugars and instead, substitute them with small amounts of natural sweeteners. For instance, try using a teaspoon of honey in your tea. Find a form of exercise you actually enjoy. The CDC recommends that adults get at least 150 minutes of exercise each week. That may sound like a lot, but experts say the secret to meeting this requirement is finding an activity you can actually look forward to and enjoy. So, if you dread hopping on the treadmill or doing high-intensity interval training sessions, try something fun and different like aerial yoga, shooting hoops, or swimming laps. When you participate in something that you enjoy, you are more likely to get up and do it. Figure out your basal metabolic rate. As you probably know by now, a calorie deficit is the one sure way to lose weight. But in order to create the deficit, you'll first need to calculate your basal metabolic rate, which can be thought of as the number of calories you would burn if you just sat and didn't move at all. Simply put, knowing your basal metabolic rate can help you determine the number of calories you can consume on a daily basis without gaining weight. It's expressed as the number of calories burned per unit of time, and is most often measured by the number of calories burned per day. Manage your hunger. Whatever diet you choose, don't give up because you get too hungry. Hunger is a normal response to reducing calories. When you eat less, your fat cells release more hunger hormones, which increase your appetite. Higher protein or high fiber meal plans are best for controlling your hunger and appetite. Replace processed carbs like white bread or donuts for breakfast with high protein or high fiber foods like eggs, or Greek yogurt mixed with chia seeds and berries. You'll find that you stay fuller and longer. Don't eat a carbohydrate unless it has fiber attached to it. Fiber helps improve blood sugar control, helps lower cholesterol, and reduces your risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, colorectal cancer, and heart disease. When you have diabetes, a diet with fewer carbs like bread, pasta, and rice is also important because you'll need less insulin. And that can help prevent hunger, fat storage, and weight gain. Foods rich in fiber include legumes, veggies, and fruits. Focus on healthy behaviors, not the number on the scale. It's easy to get discouraged when you look only at your weight. Focus instead on making good food choices, watching portions, and exercising regularly. If you lead with these behaviors, the weight loss will follow. Replace a goal like lose 2 pounds a week with specific mini goals, like eat 1 cup of veggies at dinner, walk 20 minutes a day, or keep a daily food log. If you're disappointed with your weight progress at week's end, reflect on how well you stuck to each goal. Make plants the foundation of your diet. Different weight loss approaches work for different people. But plant foods should be the foundation of any diet. Research strongly supports the benefits of plant-based nutrition approaches for weight loss, disease prevention, and overall health. Your diet should include a variety of foods from the earth. Plant-based foods contain a variety of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that help support your cells and reduce inflammation. They also provide fiber and water, both of which help you feel fuller. Spend your calories wisely. All calories are not created equal. If your diet consists mainly of sugar, saturated fats and salt, all of which can be very addictive, you can develop consistent cravings for dense, high-calorie foods with little nutritional value. This leads to excess calories and weight gain or inability to lose weight. Instead, eat foods that are high in lean protein and healthy fats and fiber, and you'll feel satisfied throughout the day and will rarely get cravings. This will help you maintain a lower calorie level, which will lead to weight loss. Plan tomorrow's meals today. Planning ahead stops that grab what you see panic that sets in when you wait to plan dinner until you're starving at 6 p.m. Putting together dinner in a hurry is likely to bring less nutritious, higher calorie choices to your table. When you sit down for dinner tonight, plan what you'll eat for dinner tomorrow. It's so much easier to do when you're not hungry. Snack smart. Many popular snacks today aren't nutrient-dense but are high in calories. Major culprits often come in the form of refined grains like cereals, chips, crackers, and cookies, but also calorie-packed drinks like juice and soda. Try to keep snacks under 300 calories for weight loss and aim for healthy snacking choices with at least 4 grams of fiber and 4 grams of protein to fill you up. Choose picks that are ideally low in added sugar and sodium too. Eat mindfully. Slowing down to focus on things like the taste, textures, temperature, and smells of what you're eating can help with portion control. But mindful eating also means really focusing on what you're eating, and when this can help you identify unnecessary munching moments you may not realize you're engaging in throughout the day that may be tacking on extra calories. More importantly, try to avoid eating foods that you don't choose for yourself. Noticing where your extra calories actually come from is another step to making better choices in the short and long term. Spice up your life. Spicy foods can actually help you cut back on calories. That's because capsaicin, a compound found in jalapeno and cayenne peppers, may, slightly, increase your body's release of stress hormones such as adrenaline, which can speed up your ability to burn calories. What's more, eating hot peppers may help you eat more slowly and avoid overeating. You're more likely to stay more mindful of when you're full. Some great choices besides hot peppers: ginger and turmeric. Go to bed earlier. A lack of sleep increases your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and decreases your satisfaction hormone, leptin, which can contribute to weight gain. When we are sleep deprived, we crave more salty and sweet foods because anytime you feel more intense hunger, your cravings for higher calorie foods intensify. There's a ton of research that demonstrates getting less than the desired amount of sleep per night can slow down your metabolism. Good sleep has a ton of other benefits too, like boosting alertness, improving mood and overall quality of life. So don't skimp on your sleep, and you'll be rewarded with an extra edge when it comes to overall health and losing weight. Keep a food journal. People who log everything they eat, especially those who log while they're eating, are more likely to lose weight and keep it off for the long haul. The habit also takes less than 15 minutes per day on average when you do it regularly. Start tracking on an app or use a regular notebook. It'll help you stay accountable for what you've eaten. Plus, you can easily identify areas that could use a little improvement when it's written out in front of you. Resist the urge to skip a meal. Skipping meals will not make you lose weight faster. Going long periods of time without food does double-duty harm on our healthy eating efforts by both slowing down your metabolism and priming you for a binge later in the day. Make it your mission to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks every day, and don't wait longer than 3 to 4 hours without eating. Eat your H2o. Research has found that people who drank 2 glasses of water before a meal lost more weight than people who didn't. This simple tip works in 2 ways. Thirst can mask itself as hunger, causing you to eat more. And water makes you feel fuller, causing you to eat less during a meal. Drinking plenty of water can also help combat bloating, but you should also consume high water content foods. Reach for cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelon, and cranberries, all of which contain diuretic properties that will also help you stay full due to their higher fiber content. Munch on mineral-rich foods. Potassium, magnesium and calcium can help to serve as a counterbalance for bloat-inducing sodium. Foods that are rich in potassium include leafy green veggies, most orange foods and cruciferous veggies, especially cauliflower. Low-fat dairy, plus nuts and seeds can also help give you a bloat-busting boost. They've also been linked to a whole host of additional health benefits, such as lowering blood pressure, controlling blood sugar, and reducing risk of chronic disease overall.